Here we are on the SV Tiger Lily. It's approaching 1 a.m. on Sunday, and we had quite a adventurous, exciting last several hours. As predicted, the front came through, and the nice southwester turned into a northwester and pumped up over 30 knots for a while. And we anchored in the outside harbor of Hadley Harbor. There was just another boat out here, and we had set, in preparation for the big wind shift, we had set a secondary anchor. So what happened was that wind shift came in and a lot of wind, and the boat turned as we expected to. And as soon as that happened, I got up on the bow and let out a bunch of scope on the secondary anchor, and that grabbed. And the primary anchor was still in the water and maybe helping us out a little bit. But bottom line was, the bottom here is a little bit dicey. I mean, you have mud, and then you have seagrass, so you're not quite sure what you're into. So we ended up drifting back. So all of a sudden, we the lee shore started to get really close. I mean, really close, to the point where we were in, about 10, 12, 15 feet of water, depending on how we were swaying. But there's a shelf there, and it dropped. The water depth changed very rapidly, and we were very, very close to shore. I mean, a stone's throw. Just maybe 100 feet or so. So turned on the engine and decided to move, and that meant we had to get up both anchors. And in a lot of wind, we don't have any headsets, so I had to come back to the cockpit and guide Lily through it. But we got both anchors up with some difficulty. A lot of line, a lot of anchor rode, a lot of chain, and motored out to a place that we thought would be more secure. The boat next to us is a very nice, maybe 45-foot center cockpit boat. We'd spoken to the owner earlier this evening about what was going on, and he seemed pretty confident. But he ended up, I would be surprised if he hadn't come damn close to touching bottom. They were in trouble too, and they had to weigh anchor and re-anchor. They're behind us now. So I think that if we had not put that secondary anchor in, we would have definitely been hard aground, probably on some rocks. We drifted back 260 feet from our original anchoring spot. Of course, the wind shifted, and we let out a lot of scope, but still, a long way to drift back, and pretty dangerous. Lily did a great job piloting the boat, and we got things squared away, and now we feel pretty confident where we're at. The wind is coming down. It's only in the mid-20s now, but hopefully on its way down. But we're on anchor watch for a while. Feel pretty good, but still no less vigilant. So, how was your first exciting anchoring emergency?
Well, climbed out of bed and came and peered through.
Yeah, you were out of bed before me.
Yeah.
I was watching the phone, and you knew right away that this was not kosher.
No, and
you roused
looking
me
out
from
the
bed.
portholes. Land looked closer. It's hard to tell. It's dark.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it looked really close, and then there was like waves breaking, and I think we were closer than 100 feet. I'm saying we were like 50 feet.
It was pretty damn close.
And it was about to get 6 feet, 5 feet, 3 feet. Like there was, like you said, no margin for error. We had to move.
Yeah. So that's the update at 0100 right now at Hadley's on the 30th of July. Not the type of excitement you really want, but this is yachting. This is the realities of yachting. You got to be prepared, and you got to watch the weather and see what's coming. Have confidence in your abilities and your gear, and deploy it when necessary. I'm sure that if we hadn't put that anchor out, we would have been in big trouble. And even then, you know, I feel like we just barely escaped it. So luckily, there's only the two of us out here. I'm wondering, the inner harbor was very crowded. We went in there at first and decided not to stay. Oh, you know, that's a big puff there. We decided not to stay because, you know, it was too crowded, and more boats went in. So I gotta wonder what kind of calamities they had in there. It's a lot more sheltered, but then, you know, they still have to turn, and the anchors have to re-engage. I'd be surprised if there wasn't some serious stuff going in that anchorage. But that's what it's like. Thanks for tuning in, and we're just glad we're safe. Well,
over and out.